Since I started my YouTube channel, I have always asked myself, am I an introvert or am I just lazy to talk or to speak? Maybe you're feeling the same way. So let me share my journey with you. This is my journey on YouTube, trying to encourage those that are over the age of 40 to take up content creation on YouTube channel with the hope of making money on there for a better retirement life with the sole purpose of also creating and documenting a life journal. Now, do you ever feel like you're avoiding conversations, but you're not sure if it's because you're introverted or you're just lazy and you can't be bothered? Because that's me a lot of the time, and I think it has particularly been compounded since I started this YouTube journey. So, first and foremost, what exactly is it like being an introvert? What does it actually mean to be an introvert? I think from what we can gather on Google is just that a lot of introverts, we tend to like to recharge alone. We like our own company, and I find that I particularly like my own company. I don't need to sit in other people's companies to feel that my day is productive or fulfilling, not necessarily. But I also note that I prefer to have deep conversations with people, which is not particularly useful in the society that we have nowadays. I think at work, I have the privilege of having deep conversations with people, deep in the sense that they are more emotional conversations rather than politics or social topics. So I'm not good at the small talk because I find it really awkward. I'm learning, I'm slowly becoming better at it. But I find that the whole how's the weather today and how are you doing, and well, that has its place. It definitely does. But I think that in other aspects, it is better to be able to get into the heads of people and know what's going on, where their emotions are coming from, what they're thinking. I think I feel I do much better than that. So if you're like me, there are signs that you could be an introvert. It could be that maybe you feel drained after socializing with people for so long. I find that I have to retreat. I have to retreat away from public eyes, away from friends. If I have been hosting friends for, say, 5 hours, after the 5 hours, once people are gone, best believe I need space to decompress and find myself again. It can be very tiring, it can be very, very exhausting, but it is great while we are in the moment. In fact, you would think I'm the best at networking, but not really. It's because the energy is just right there when it needs to be. And right after, I definitely need some time alone. You may also prefer texting over calling. I find that, oh my goodness, to call at times is only because I have to when it's work or it's family members. I feel, oh, it's been a while, let me make an effort to call rather than text. But other than that, I can text as far back as you want to take it. I really could. I can't be bothered with it. If you also need time to think before you speak in conversations, absolutely. Hello, we're meeting right here. Yes, I kind of feel that if I contribute to a conversation while it's currently going, I will probably not be as efficient as I could possibly be. So, but once I've taken the time to digest it, ruminate it, turn it around, back and forth in my head, I can produce something much more efficient and effective to the conversation. But also, it may be that you enjoy deep one-to-one, as I said before, one-to-one conversations over group discussions, probably in a circle of friends. That's different. I like that. If they are friends, then it's great. If they're not friends, then it's much more difficult. But it could also just be that you are lazy. Introverts tend to avoid unnecessary conversations because we find it draining. I can't talk for too long, which is why I think once I hit 40, I started to find that it became a concern for me as to, one, what do I really know? And two, is it that I can't think or I can't speak? So I wanted to be able to articulate my thoughts, which is why this is a project to be able to make use of the organ right here because it's meant for speaking, to be able to articulate what's upstairs so that I know what I do know and I can share with the world if I can impact the world in that. But part of it is also avoiding people. Probably it's a tool. I don't know. But you know, it is what it is. It is what you might be able to tell the difference between being an introvert and just being lazy, because you have to be able to say that. But now, why does this matter as a content creator? I think that if you're an introvert as a content creator, you may think that content creation is not for you. But the more I speak about this, the more I find that I am drawn to content creators who are now introverts, and they're making an effort to open their mind, open their mouth, and share with the world. So some of even your big content creators, your favorite content creators that you watch, they may be introverts and you just don't know about it. I recently came across a gentleman on TikTok, and his content is amazing. It's underrated, I think, in my opinion. And thankfully, he did state that he is an introvert. So I find that very useful. But I think there are ways that one can get around it when you're a content creator who also happens to be an introvert, or you're an introverted content creator. For me, I find that I have to plan what I want to say ahead of pressing record. I also find that I'm able to do content like this, titles like this, that are not trendy, which takes me back to the popular versus niche video titles. This affords me the opportunity to be able to have a much deeper conversation around me being lazy or me being an introvert. That's just it. But also, I think it affords me the opportunity to be able to build an engaged audience, hopefully. So, but now I have drummed it into myself that you don't necessarily have to be an extrovert to succeed on YouTube. You don't have to be a loud person or bubbly person in order to make it on YouTube. You can come as you are, and I'm coming as I am. I am quite quiet, and you may not find that there's a lot of excitement in the videos, but I have seen people who have succeeded in just being themselves, and not everybody can be loud or bubbly or extra assertive in that sense. That's just it. So if you're an introvert, or if you're too lazy to speak, do let me know if if you think any of them you belong in any of those groups. So for me, I think I'm a mix of both. I can be lazy, but I'm also an introvert, and I'm finding that on this journey it is very useful to think about your thoughts first, gather your thoughts before you speak, and then press record. Until my next video.